Hey guys, welcome back to the channel on this road to 2000. This is going to be episode 326. So let's get down to business and see what we can do today. Right, here we go. Okay, I think we still go down the route of the Traxler if they wanted to go down that road, but they don't. So we are just going to develop and we're going to castle. They're not thinking about it, surely. We've seen it before. Let me just drop back. Are they going to push so they can take this? They are. But if we jump in here, then what? And surely that can't be good. I mean, I'm cool. All right, take it. I'm going to castle. And then I'm going to... So let's just castle first so that we're protecting the square. Bit confused here, guys. Not going to lie. Let's just block them out. Take back with this and then... Wow. If I jump up here, do they then take? But then I take back. Why can't I do that? I can't see any reason I can't do that. They may bring the rook out. Okay, now obviously I have to take with this, otherwise I lose the knight. I nearly didn't do that. Right, okay, hang on. Just saying that, hang on. If I jump in here and they take, I take, then they want to save this, but then we're also looking at the rook and we're also looking... Let's figure this out one more time. So hang on. If I take back here, and I take, they take. But then if rook comes out, we've got this. The simplest of calculations, and I'm struggling. Right, okay, so let's figure this out one more time. Look, if I take, they take, we take, we'd be hitting the bishop and we'd also be hitting the rook. Now, if I take and they bring the rook out, I can take with check. And then I'm just down, going for it. So they defend, but then I take. So they just hang the knight. Am I missing something? Jump back. Maybe even try and trade off. Not just trading off for the sake of it. I mean, look, takes, opens up the... But then I hang this pawn as well. So maybe a little push. Let's ask the question. I missed it. So basically I also had bishop, which would have been a better move, I think. Oh no, yes. No, they could have blocked. It could have blocked like so. But then even still, I mean, takes, and it just looks super ugly, don't it? Okay. Let me check out what happened there at the beginning. I wasn't happy that I lost a pawn. But I'm happy I've got a new peak. Happy days, happy days. Right, okay. Okay. They had 3 blunders. Wow. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. I could have just taken the pawn and then come all the way back. I did not expect to be seeing this at 1800. I did think that. Try and get rid of this bishop. It's always a problem. I've come back. And it's actually not a bad square because they say knights on the rim are dim. But in this situation, I can't be kicked by anything for the time being. So, I mean, it's actually not a bad sort of spot to kind of hang out for a bit and then potentially get back involved in the game at some point. They may look to trade it off, but I mean, it was fine where it was if it had gone over to a5. Worth bearing that in mind. Wow. Yeah, I've just got a fork as well. I mean, some basic tactics. Wow. Yeah, it wants me to take like that. And then push. Okay, yeah, it makes complete sense. I don't know what happened here. And that as well. Why? I'm not seeing it. Show follow. Okay. Anyway, some tactics missed out by both of us. That was pretty poor. So let's see if we can try and have another one and see if I can play a bit better and a bit sharper this time. Okay, got the white pieces. They may just take because they can see this coming in. Either way, if I play this, they will most likely take. I'd say it happens sort of 90% of the time. Okay, so if I take, and that is a kind of fork, but they just take and then we take, and then they take. So let's just get this in the game. Ideally, I push now. If it was my go, I push. Could I have won something there? Check. Maybe just, I don't know. What's going on today? I've got no idea. Playing really sloppy. They're trying to attack me. Attack the queen. I jump up here. And then they might be looking at trying to get the... It doesn't work. It's too slow, I think. I think the problem is if they take... Did I really just miss that? What's going on? What on earth is going on? Right. Now, let's block them here and also try and come in here. I'm not too fussed for the time being. They can't escape. So if I can get this out developed, or maybe even this is better. King is looking mighty vulnerable, but I can prevent a check. But I need to sharpen up here big time. I mean, bishop f4 probably gets met with pushing. Can I then bring the queen out potentially? I mean, wow, they go all the way back. Okay, now if we just jump in here like so, or is this better? Or is that better? Not worried about the check. I will block. It's pretty close to mate. Jump in here. Check, say. Then they really have to... If I jump in here now... Sorry, if I jump in here, forget about the knight, and then jump in here. Can't go here, here. They have to come here. We check, and then they're all over the place. But for now, I think I just take the material back. And maybe push forward and then this check. Right, okay. Yeah. Can I block? The thing is, if I block like this, bishop just comes out. But if bishop comes out, I mean, this is technically... And they can push me, they can't. If I push now, and if they push, if I push now, all right, here we go, come on. And obviously if they take, we take, and we can potentially come in. My king, look at this, what is going on? I mean, ideally now, I think they take this and I take with check. But really and truly, I'm losing this, and I think I'm losing the bishop. Only it was my go now. If only it was my go. Check. Come in here. Check. And then it is just... It's amazing, isn't it? Right, okay, so here we go. Yeah, I think the best bet for them surely is just to take that knight. And I don't think Queen C1. Queen C1 just wasn't expecting that. What is going on? What about a they're gonna make a little space for their king. If I push up here now, they'll just do that. Do I just keep this safe? I'm going to play the long game here. I think this just makes sense, doesn't it? Look, that's not going anywhere. Supported by the pawn, which is supported by the bishop. I think then my next move is to push forward again and keep this really kind of cemented. And then obviously try and get this out. They will try and come out as well. My king, yeah, there we go. Now, a bit of an issue here as well, because look, they take, I take. And if I jump in here and say they take, I take, then queen takes me. What is going on? I think I try and do this. Yeah, that's just got to go, mate. Just got to go. Okay, at least it gives me somewhere to kind of hide. That. How do I get them to move? That's not mate though, if I can get all the way there though. It's not mate. I think that's not a bad move, just get rid of that. Okay. That check. Going up there is bad because of that. How do I get... They're going to take. And I'm going to take and I'm going to lose that. I should have taken the pawn. Protect with my queen, looking to come in for a check. Okay, cool. Now we can check first. Obviously, if we'd have taken, we'd have lost the queen. Can't go there, can't go there. They go in there. Pretty close to mate. Doesn't quite work. Got a spot. So I'd say it's a no-brainer. You take the rook, and then bosh, game over. That is a new peak, ladies and gentlemen. What on earth was I playing today? But it goes to show, doesn't it? I mean, it takes two to tango, and look, I'm going to take that. Absolutely ecstatic about it. And yeah, what can I say? We're moving in the right direction. Played with 81%. They played with 67%. They had a blunder. And yeah, what can I say? You know, take these games. How am I missing that obvious blunder? I'm still not seeing it, guys. I don't see it. I know it's a fork, but hang on. Let me just go back. So, fork. So the idea is, okay, so they attack. So say they don't do that. Say they just try and save a piece like that. And I take. And it's still under attack. And I've just missed the whole thing. I probably wouldn't. Would I have done that? No, I probably wouldn't. Because if I do this, surely they just go back. Well, then we... How bad's that? Okay, they get a fork. Then we just think it's one of these wild games. Takes. We develop. I mean, we're... They want to push, but what about now we just jump in here like so? What do they do here? Wow. Okay, so look, either way, I mean, it wasn't exactly like... I can take, that's fine. Take back. Check. Block. Check. Really? I guess they can't check there, they can check here. Okay, right, well look, let's just go back to what happened. That's kind of missing some tactics. So we can still take, not an issue. Just get out of the way. No. I mean, we're still winning. I can't believe that. I allowed them to do... I allowed them to come in for a fork, win the rook. And I guess they didn't have as much hope because mine was coming quite fast and ferocious. No, doesn't like it. I just thought it was a bit more forcing. Yeah, I did look at the knight coming out. Yeah, I did look at that as well. I just didn't quite... See, normally that would be quite good because I can't take, because I just lose the queen. But we had the check, which is the right move. Then takes. And here they've just completely, you know when you just sort of malfunction, you're losing and you just kind of check, bang. I don't know. Anyway, look, there was something clearly in the water for me and my opponents today. But look, back-to-back new peaks. What more can I say? Hope you enjoyed it. Take care. See you later. Bye-bye.